It's the latest installment of Tasker's Teammate. Tasker's Teammate brought to you by Wegmans Meals to Go. Delicious meals delivered. Download the Wegmans app.
Let me clear my
today.
mind, Brownie. Like I clear my mind.
Clear the table.
All right, here we go. Go.
Clue number one, Steve. I am 1 year younger than Steve, but got to the Bills before he did.
Andre Reed.
It is not Andre Reed. Clue number two. I was a two-sport athlete in high school and earned all state honors.
That narrows it down to about half the NFL. You realize that, don't you?
It's not supposed to be easy.
You're killing me.
What fun do I have if I get to read one clue and then
He's
it's
a
over?
year younger than me and got here a year before me.
Correct.
Mark Pike.
It is not Mark Pike.
Mark Kelso.
It is not Mark Kelso. In college, I won the trophy awarded to the best player at my position group my senior year by the NCAA. Obviously, I could not give
Will
you.
Wolford.
It is not Will Wolford. Clue number four. In addition to being drafted by the Bills, I was also drafted by the USFL's Baltimore Stars.
Wide receiver. What was it? Gosh, now I can't get his name. No, it ain't him. Go ahead.
Next clue. After 4 seasons with the Bills, I signed an offer sheet with another NFL club, but the Bills matched the offer to keep me in Buffalo.
Bruce Smith.
Boom! There it is. Boom shakalaka.
How about it?
There we go.
That's
yes.
the offer sheet got me because
Yeah,
I
knew it was probably
I'm
a
gonna tell you
giveaway,
this.
but
And Bruce, is this not true? Ralph was mad as HE hockey sticks. Ralph was so ticked at the Denver Broncos for offering you an offer sheet. And they made this huge offer sheet just after the Broncos had given a presentation to the league about how bad things were financially and all that. And then they offered Bruce this monster contract. Hey, man.
And what's happening, Sevy?
How's it going, man? You look good.
I'm doing good. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I hear you good. We hear you fine.
This guy's in a golf. You're in a golf cart,
you're,
aren't you?
You're absolutely right. Ralph was pissed, but I had to test the market out because they didn't think that I was worth that kind of money, and that's what free agency does. It provides an opportunity for you to get paid and provide for your family in a way, and opens up the door for free agency.
It couldn't have happened better because Ralph had a temper. And when you
Boy, did he.
When you poked the right button on Ralph, it was money no object. He was gonna if you were gonna get into a match, and you came with a garden hose, he had a fire hose, man. He didn't care. And Bruce, that played out just right for Bruce. That was awesome, man. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, they the Denver Broncos. Pat Bowlen said he was going to make me the highest paid defensive player in the league because that's the way he felt about me. And the rest is history. The Bills came back and matched the offer. I told Pat when he made the offer and we signed the deal, I said, Mr. Wilson's going to match this. And sure enough, he did. So, but if I would have left, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to make all of you guys my family.
That's right.
And that's the most important thing.
What year was that? What year was
89.
the offer sheet? 89. Yeah, that would have been a crusher to lose you then.
88.
We were, that
88.
That was critical, man. You talk about something that goes unnoticed. That would have been a different team without you, because that run doesn't happen the way it did. It's funny. I was on the radio this morning on ESPN with Mike Greeny. And I got you guys have all been going on the radio with all, everybody's been asking about, these old teams and this new team and stuff. I got a text from you, Jim, and Thurman yesterday, all asking if you could give my number to ESPN radio. I was like, yeah, okay. They pulled out the A team, so I had to go on the radio this morning again. Nobody really knows outside of Buffalo how much we text. Right?
It's on an everyday basis, and some of the things that are being texted is hilarious.
Yeah.
Crick Brothers from Crick Neck talking about his renovating the outside of the house, which he almost fell off of the ladder, and did some permanent damage to his leg, to Jim Hunting, to Thurman bitching at everybody, to
Biscuit sends pictures of his shoes.
To Biscuit dressing up in his suits going to church, and him being a deacon now. So it is rather hilarious.
Hold on. I got to ask this one.
Go ahead.
So when Andre jumps out of a tree to break a table, what kind of firestorm did that set off on the text string?
Why?
Yeah, right.
Why?
We were asking each other. Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Because I'll tell you what,
you're not 25 years old anymore,
right?
As excited as all of us are, and trust me, we are so excited to be relevant. And not only are we relevant, we have an excellent opportunity of taking this to the next level. And I couldn't be more excited for the fans, Sean McDermott, Leslie Frazier, and all of the players, and obviously Josh Allen, and guys like Tre'Davious White, and Trey Edmonds, and so many other guys. And that offensive line has been playing super as well.
I got to ask you this, and you're the perfect guy to ask. Okay, so the Bills are going into Kansas City, and nobody believes that the concussion was a severe concussion for Pat Mahomes, but he did have like turf toe or something going on with his foot, and he was really struggling to move around during the Browns game. So you're a pass rusher. You're going into this game knowing Mahomes is probably not going to be able to run as well. What does your defensive coaching staff do tactically to take advantage of a quarterback that may not be 100% may not have 100% mobility? What do you guys do?
Well, nobody in the history of the game has gotten to the quarterback more than I have. So I'll make it plain and simple. Get after him. You got to hit him early. You got to hit him often, and you got to hit him for 4 quarters. That's the way to get him off of his mark. That's the way to make him feel uncomfortable while he's sitting back there in the pocket. And if his toe is as bad as they say it is, obviously I believe they will probably shoot him up at some point in time. But I think we have a real advantage of being able to harass him and not allow him to feel comfortable back there in the pocket and prevent him from doing a whole lot of scrambling.
Bruce, I'm curious to get your take on the defensive game plan that we witnessed last week by the Bills against that Ravens team, holding him to 3 points. And, I mean, really, it just looked masterful by Leslie Frazier, and then the execution looked to match it perfectly.
Yeah, Leslie's been doing an outstanding job all year long, and the guys have only gotten better and better and better, particularly when we're healthy. One of the things that we certainly need to focus on is gap integrity. We have to know the tendencies that they have exhibited all year long. Which holes, which gaps do Mahomes like to escape to create those big plays and to extend the plays? So if you focus on these things and pick up on the little tips and little keys that can make a difference in the ball game, you can end up having some big plays.
Biggest thing that sticks out, because the last time the Bills were in the AFC title game, it was against the Chiefs, as you well know. You guys kind of handled them pretty well, 30-13. What's the biggest thing that sticks out about that game in your memory bank?
Well, we were playing against a legend in Joe Montana. And the fact that we're able to pretty much keep him under wraps, put constant pressure on Joe, as well as curtail the running game. They didn't have an opportunity to really get that running game going, but we harassed him all day long. He knew we were there. He felt very uncomfortable sitting in the pocket. And I think that was one of the major differences in the ball game.
So you played in a ton of playoff games. We played in 4 Super Bowls, a bunch of championship games. When you're thinking about this team, this Buffalo Bills team, and the current environment they're in the league, where they're going in as an underdog into Kansas City, what kind of mindset would you attempt to get this team in to go into Kansas City and win? What's the best mindset for the Buffalo Bills to take into Kansas City?
Wow. That's an excellent question, Sevy. I think the mindset that the guys need to have is they need to be disciplined. They have to limit their mental errors. They have to execute. Defensively, we have to have gap integrity. We have to make sure we don't have 2 guys in the same gaps that allow big plays to occur and puts extra pressure on the defensive backs, because Kansas City is full of weapons with Kelsey and Tyreek Hill. So those are the things that we have to be focused on. And if Patrick is able to move around a little bit, it's going to be imperative that we make sure that we do not let him escape out of the pocket, particularly on the outside. We have to set the edges and make sure if he runs, run up in the middle, we can rally to the ball and prevent some of the larger plays. But when he gets outside of the tackles and breaks contained by the defensive ends, that's where the bigger plays tend to unfold. So limit the mental errors, win the takeaway giveaway ratio. And I studied the last film of the last game we played against Kansas City. We got to stop the run and get off the field on 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Poyer said it this week, Bruce. He said that their defensive approach will be different this time around, which leads me to believe they won't be leaving light boxes up there. So I guess the question is, how do you kind of cover and protect against those explosive plays that Kansas City is so well known for, while still, keeping the box kind of under control, where guys aren't just running all day long out of the backfield?
Well, there's 2 things that took place in that first game. We had a couple of guys that were pretty banged up. Milano was out.
Right.
Edmonds was banged up with his shoulder. I think having those 2 guys back out on the field and playing at a high level will make a world of a difference. But Tyreek Hill, I can't tell you, he is the driving force for that offense. He stretches the field. He makes he allows the opportunities for those big plays to occur with his speed. And obviously, when you've got someone that's got that kind of speed, and you've got a magician in the backfield and Patrick Mahomes, that's a great combination to have on the field, along with, probably the best tight end in football. So they've got a lot of weapons, they've got a lot of options, and then when you add that running game into play, that's when they become a formidable team and a very dangerous team.
Bruce, great talking to you, man. You look great. Great hearing from you, and glad people got a chance to see you on the show. I look forward to this pandemic getting over so you can come up and watch some games in person, man.
Yeah, tell me about it, and thanks for the shirts.
Yeah, you bet, man. You look.
I appreciate it. I've been sporting them. Since
All right, bro. All right.
Hit him straight, Bruce.
Okay, man. Take care.
That's Bruce
Thanks.
Smith, Bills Hall of Famer, joining us. The latest Taskers teammate.
He's talking about the shirt. So
yeah, you sent him some It Might Be Chili's?
Oh, send him some. He texts me and says, hey, send me one of that shirt of every color and style in extra large. I was like, no, please. No. So I did.
Just send him to me. Just get him here.
So I did. I bought him and sent him to him.
You don't say no to Bruce, really.
Right.
It's not a good idea.
It's a goat.
Not a good idea.
I'm not going to say no to the goat.
Right.
So I did.
Right.
I sent him to him. He sent me a picture. He wears them. So
yeah.
there you
he
go.
probably still fills them
Got
out pretty well,
might
too.
Be chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
he was definitely in a golf cart, wasn't he there?
Oh, my gosh.
He was just, I'm like, dude's in a golf cart right now.
He could have been driving around his own front yard, though, for all I know. That guy. Man.
Oh, man,
good
he's
stuff.
a piece of work.
He is. And Not for nothing. You lied, looked at each other.
Oh, yeah, the answer when you asked him about getting after Pat Mahomes.
Nobody's gotten after the quarterback more than me.
You knew that was
I
coming.
love that guy. That's why we loved him. That's why you love him.